Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Imperium playthrough. So, we did a while back, we did Imperium Classics, but today we're going to be doing Imperium Horizons, which is the third game that's like an expansion slash standalone game, so it can be played all on its own, but you can also combine it with the other Imperium stuff. So, I do want to do more Imperium playthroughs just because as I was gearing up for this game to come out, I got really excited and played a lot of it and remembered how much I really enjoy it. So, with this game, there's 14 new civilizations to use. So in total, there's 30. So there's 30 different decks, and then there's 30 different opponents. So anyway, this isn't going to be really a how to play. There's plenty of those. This is just going to be a playthrough. We're going to be doing the Martians versus the Japanese. I've got the Japanese's chart here, so the game comes with a nice little cards with what the bot does. But we're going to get into it. We're the Martians. This is our A side here. We start with 25 progress. We gain 25 progress. We start 26. Passive, when you gain progress from a gadget, which is that little symbol there, or a market acquisition, you may discard a card to gain one fewer progress. You may ignore progress gain effects from other sources. And actually, unlike most or all the other civilizations, we actually start the game already developed, and we can become a barbaric state. So our developed is the alien side. It says passive for each progress you pay, take an unrest. You cannot pay progress for unrest cards, and then we score one victory point for every 3 progress in the game instead of 1 at the end of a solstice. If you have no progress, exile your nation deck and reactor explosion and flip this card, and it turns us to gone native, which is our other side. This kind of took me a minute to figure out how to use this, and even so I'm not totally clear. They're weird, so we're just going to try and we'll see how things go. So let's go ahead and just draw up to our 5 and let's just jump into it. So like one of these cards is a gadget card. You can see it's got the symbol, and a lot of the cards for Martians actually give us minus victory points unless they're in our history. So we got to kind of figure out what to do with them. So let's go ahead and get into it here. We've got our 3 actions and our exhaust tokens here. We've got our starting resources. So like I said, we start with 26 progress because we do 1 plus 25. All right, so let's go ahead and get out. We'll spend our first action to get out signals to space. We can exhaust it to abandon a land card to return an unrest from our discard pile, and we can convert a progress into a population. So it's going to get that played out. That's one of our 3 actions. Let's do votes. So we can exhaust it to discard a card to free play a land, and then each other player gains material. And then we're going to do cryostasis as our last action, which we can gain a progress and then exchange or exhaust it to garrison a card for 1 population. And then during our solstice, we can discard a card to draw a card that is garrisoned here, but it can't be a gadget card. So we're going to gain our progress, and yeah, I think that's it. So we're going to do that. I'm going to discard Ancient Astronauts, but keep sharing our secrets. We're going to draw up a way to put our progress out somewhere. I'm going to actually try my best to stay as an empire, so we're just going to bank these and keep it moving. So I'm actually going to we're going to go one more. I'm going to try to go for that. So we're going to draw up to 4 more cards to 5. Now we're going to do the bot's turn. So we're going to roll a die, figure out what they're going to play on, and 2. So they're not going to do this. So let's flip over, and we're going to look at their card here. So we're going to follow along. This one's going to be that spot there. I'm not going to keep this up here, but just to kind of show this is their actions. We'll look at the other side once it comes to that point. So they've got the barbaric symbol. They're going to spend 2 population to discard side part of Dynasty deck, but they can't because they don't have any, so they're just going to gain a population. So they're going to get that. This will get discarded. And then we're going to go here. Advance, spend 4 material to break through. If unable, acquire a uncivilized. If still unable, and they can acquire an uncivilized, they're going to go for this one because it's worth more points. So we're going to get those. Let's refill the market. Shinto, which is going to be like one of these infinity symbol cards. Resolve the top card of the bot deck. Put this in your history. So we're going to flip it. It's an unrest. It's going to go there, and we're going to add that to their history. And then appeal to China, same thing. Continuous card. So resolve the top card of the bot deck, which is this, which is going to get them. It's a barbarian card, so it's going to get them that, and that's going to go here. And then they're going to add a progress to where they did that, and we're going to move along down. All right, our go. So we do have a Solstice ability, but there's no card tucked into there, so we're not going to worry about that. And the Solstice ability from here is not going to matter because we still have a bunch of progress, so we're not going to worry about that. Okay. Let's see, what do we want? Got a few different options here. We'll play Onus the Sage as our first action. So break through for a uncivilized civilized card and put this into your history. So that's going to go into our history. And then we're going to break through for uncivilized or civilized card. We're going to go for this. Take that progress. Let's refill this. Okay. Let's see, what do we want to do? Let's play as our second one, Sharing Secrets. So exhaust, you can exhaust this to swap a technology card from your hand with a matching suited card in the market, or and then passively, when another player plays a technology card, choose to convert one of your progress to a population or draw a card, or gain a progress. And we could swap something, but I don't have anything to swap. So we're going to wait on that. And I've got, let's see, we've got, what did we do already? I thought we only did, we did 2 things already. Okay. I think the final thing we're going to do is do this unrest, and I'm going to discard these 2 cards to get rid of this unrest. Okay. Let's get that, or let's put that there. So let's draw up. So we're going to gain our first. Oh, not there. We're going to gain our first. Card from our nation deck. Okay. Oops. 3. All right. So they've got a barbarian card. They're going to spend these 2 to discard the top card of the dynasty deck. Unrest is going to get put back here. Unrest. And they're going to play this. So we'll set that here. Or I'll put it right here. They're going to play that, because that's the only thing they actually put out and play. They are going to exile a card from the market. So they exiled that. Let's see what this replacement card is. And then they are going to gain a material. Okay. We'll put a progress on this, which I'm going to try to go for. And then let's go ahead, and they're going to take another card from their Dynasty deck. All right. No Solstice abilities to resolve. So let's see what we got here. One is to try to get some more continuous cards, so maybe we can try to get some of that. So let's see, discard the top card of the Near Nation deck to acquire this, or discard a gadget to break through for a matching suit. Do I have a gadget? Nope. Okay, let's do Sword of Power as our first action. So we're going to discard the top card of our nation deck to acquire one of those suits, or discard we can discard a gadget to break through for a matching suit. So we're going to discard the top card of our nation deck to to acquire. So we're going to acquire vineyards. Okay. Let's see. Let's do Take Me to Your Leader. So you can choose to move up to 2 of your progress to a market card, or pay 2 population to acquire a land or tributary, and you can convert any of those into any of the progress to population. We're going to spend our 2, and I'm going to get Acadians, and I'm actually going to take it. Let's refill. Oh, it refills that way. And then finally, let's do our last action to do play an Unrest, and we'll discard Unrest and Flying Drone. And I think I'm going to keep I'm going to do that. I'm going to discard these 2 and draw the rest up. And we're going to place this on here. Okay, let's roll the die for the bot. They're 2. Okay, so Glory, they would abandon 3 lands to gain the top fame card, but they won't be able to, so they're going to break through for a land. They're going to take this one, which is the one that I wanted, but you know what? It's fine. We're going to do this. They're going to play this land. They're going to gain a material, and they're going to exile a card. Kanji, they're going to resolve the top card of the bot deck, which is this, which is going to be playing this, to exile this, to get this. This gets put in their history. This also gets replaced. And then they're going to spend 2 population, but they can't, so they're going to gain a population. Alright, so bot's pretty quick. Easy peasy. Here we go. Okay. No Solstice ability to have to worry about. We're going to free play this. This is Triremes. I don't know how to say that. Free play. Each other player recalls a land card, discard a card to draw a card per that symbol you have in play, and steal 1 population from each other player. So they're going to recall a land, and then discard a card to draw cards for each of those we have in play. So I don't have any in play, but it doesn't say May, so I think I'm going to have to do it. So we're going to discard this, and then we're going to steal one of these from the bot. Okay. That was a free action. We're going to do Acadians to gain a trade or a good. So goods are, when not using the trade routes, these basically act as progress in the terms of converting them. 1 of these can count as a population or 2 material, but they aren't worth points at the end. And because really for us, since we're not wanting to spend these, we're going to try to build up and just get a bunch of it, because we're going to try to stay in Empire. We're going to use these instead, probably, if we need to convert. Let's do maps of Nibiru. We're going to gain a progress. We can pay 2 population to break through for any one of those for an exiled card, and then we can exile this card. So we're going to do that. We're going to pay the 2 population to break through for an exiled card. So the exiled cards we have we're going to get this. I don't know how to say that either. But Solstice, during discard a card to choose to draw a card or gain 1 material, or pay 2 material to gain 1 trade route, or trade or 1 good. I'm going to keep this for now. And then let's go ahead and use our last action for this card. And then let's go ahead and end our go. So we're going to place this out. I'm going to place it here. We're going to take one of these. Okay. One, two, three, four. Because I already have a 5th card. Because we're keeping this. Okay. So these flip. All right. Let's see what the bot does here. Okay, 1. So they're going to advance. They can't spend. Oh, they don't have 4. So they're going to acquire this. Yeah. Okay. Spend 2, they can't, so they're going to gain a population. Gain a population. And then unrest. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Solstice, we have to discard a card to draw a card to gain a material. I think I am going to discard a card to draw a card. All right. We're going to exhaust Cryostasis to garrison a card there, and we're going to garrison Crystal Skull to gain a population. We're going to free play Triremes for them to recall this. And then discard a card. We're going to discard Landing Site, and then we're going to steal that. Let's exhaust Sharing Our Secrets to swap this with this, because it says swap a gadget from your hand with a matching suited card in the market, and I don't know if we get these or not. So we are going to swap for this. I don't know that we get these or not. I wouldn't think so, because we're just swapping the cards. So we're getting Bucellari. I don't know how to say that. That's right either. Choose to recall a land to break through for a tributary or gain 1 population per land you have in play. You may garrison this card in a land to trigger that land's effect. We're going to do Acadians to get a trade or a good. I think that's it. I'm going to discard this and we're going to draw up. And I'm going to place this out on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, 6. So they're not going to place any progress. They're going to play their whole cards. They're going to play this out. This gets exiled. They're going to gain a material. Oops. Unrest gets placed here. This is going to be other. They're going to acquire a tributary. If unable, discard top card of the bot deck, and then you may draw a card. So we're going to draw a card. They're going to play this, exile this, and then they're going to gain a material. So I'm going to just swap this out for a 5. And then finally, they're going to do Glory, which they do have, so they can abandon 3 of these to take the top card of the Fame deck. And they're not going to place anything out. All right, Solstice time. Do I want Crystal Skull? Maybe. So I'm going to discard this to draw a card garrisoned here. And then I'm going to discard... I'm going to discard that to draw a card for that Solstice effect. Okay. I need... Okay, we're going to do Take Me to Your Leader as our first action. We're going to pay these as the population to acquire a one of these. So I'm actually going to swap these out and swap this out for a 10. We're going to get Bogs. I'm going to spend my next action playing Bogs, which let's kind of slide these over. Gain 2 material. Nope, that's not material. Gain 2 material. Exile a card from the market. I'll get rid of that. And I can garrison a card there. Let us exhaust to abandon this, to return a unrest from our discard pile, and then we can convert one of these into a population, but I'm not going to do that. And then finally, I think let's do Cloning Vat. So as our last action, we're going to gain a progress, free play a card from your discard pile, and you can exile this card. So we're going to gain a progress, and we're going to free play a card from our discard pile, and I'm going to free play Bogs. And then we're going to get the 2 material for that, so I'm going to swap this out for that. And exile card from the market. We're going to exile that. This gets... I'm going to not exile that card yet. I think that's all I want to do. This is a free play. Okay. So I'm going to discard my whole hand. Let's place this out on here. We're going to gain one of these. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, 1, which I think is the Fame card. So Unrest. This one's going to be an Other, so acquire a Tributary. They're going to acquire this one because they're worth the same and it's the lowest numbered column. And then we can draw a card. They're going to play this, get their material, exile a card. They're going to spend 2 population, but they can't, so then they're going to gain a population. Oops. That went overboard. There we go. And then let's put our progress there. Okay. So... Oh, I got an extra card. I was like, why do I have an extra card? So we're going to go ahead and discard a card. So let's discard Landing Site, and we're going to use that to draw a card for this ability. This Solstice ability doesn't do anything for us at the moment. Let's do our Acadians to get one of those. Let's Let's do Cloning Vat. We'll gain our progress, and we'll free play this to gain another one of those. I'm going to wait to exile it, I think. And then we'll do Take Me to Your Leader. We'll spend these 2 for population to acquire this. And I'm gonna do the ability to convert this into population. We got glaciers here. Refill. And I think I want to keep that. Oh, let's do this. Let's exhaust that to discard a card to free play. So let's discard this to free play glaciers. Glaciers lets you exile a card from the market. We're going to exile that. And then and garrison a card. If there is a card garrisoned here, you can add, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. And then let's exhaust this to garrison that to get a population. I'm going to keep this, and I think we're going to draw up 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put our progress out. I'm going to put it on there. Okay, let's roll this. 5. The Fame card is going to resolve the top card of the bot deck, the top card of the Dynasty deck, and we're going to put this in history. So I'm going to put it in history before I forget, but let's resolve the top card of the bot deck, which is going to be Prosperity, which is going to be an other. They're going to acquire this. And we get to draw a card. And then they're going to resolve the top card here, which is going to be a continuous card. Resolve the top card of the bot deck. Put this card in your history. The top card of the bot deck is going to be an Unrest. Okay, Unrest. This is going to be a Tributary, which is going to mean another. Acquire this. And they're going to put this in their history. We can draw a card. No, not in their history. I'm sorry. That doesn't go to their history. Yeah. Okay. Refill, which I kind of wanted that, but that's okay. We'll play this out. This gets exiled. Get them their material. And then that's going to have progress put on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, let me pull these off. So first things first. Let's discard a card. I don't want to discard those. Discard Crystal Skull to pay these 2 to become one of these. We are going to discard a card that's not a gadget to get this card back. Okay, first off, so we're going to free play this to make them recall one of those. We can discard a card. So we're going to discard Ancient Astronauts. And then we're going to steal this from another player. There goes that. We're going to do teleportation, so it's a free play. So free play, gain a progress, then reveal the top card of the main deck and choose to exile it and gain a good, or add it and a unrest to your discard pile, and then you may exile this card. So let's flip this. Aurelians. Do we want to exile it? I can't do anything with it, but it's worth 3 points. I can get rid of the unrest. So yeah, let's put it in our discard pile. We'll go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to keep that for now. Have I played anything yet? I don't think so. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to exhaust Signals of Space to abandon this to return that. I'm not going to convert a progress. We are then going to do Flying Drones, which is a free play. choose to pay one population to find land and add it to your hand or abandoned landing sites, and take a unrest to break through for a land. So I'm going to use this in place of that, and I'm going to add this back to my hand. I'm going to spend a progress to play it again. We're going to gain 2 material. We're going to exile a card from the market, so that's going to get exiled. Let's play Glorious Uplifting. So it says move 5 population to your power card and put 2 continuous cards that are not lands you have in play in your history to take the top card of the Fame deck and put this card in your history. So we're going to move these cards. And I'm just going to put them over here because I'm going to have to lift this up. And we're going to send Sharing Secrets and this Empire card here, and Glorious Uplifting to take the top card of the Fame deck, which is going to be Honorable. Free play, all players may return a Unrest, and then from your hand or from their hand or discard pile, and then you gain 1 for each Unrest returned. Nice. Okay. Let's do Sword of Power. So we're going to discard the top card of the Nation deck to acquire something out here. We're going to acquire this. Get that progress. It's going to be Catamarans. And then I'm going to do Honorable to return this back. And they don't have one to return, but we're going to return that back, and I'm going to get a progress. All right, so let's throw this down. We're going to put this on here, I guess. And I'm going to discard that. All right, we need to start getting rid of some stuff here. Oops. We need to start adding stuff to our history. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay, let's roll this dice. 1. Unrest gets placed back. This is going to be, they're going to acquire a tributary, but they cannot. So they're going to gain 2 population. Or no, 2 material and a population. So 2 material and a population. They're going to do this again. So let's swap this out. It's going to get 11. And again, he's got a lot of materials there, a lot of resources. Oh, well, we can draw a card, so I get to draw 3 cards. I didn't even pay attention to that. Okay. And then they're going to place the progress out. That Solstice ability is irrelevant right now, and then we have this Solstice ability, which isn't going to matter. Okay. So I think we have a lot of cards in our hand here. We'll free play teleportation. We're gonna gain a progress. I'm gonna swap that out for a 5. Reveal the top card here. It's Mercenaries. We're gonna keep this. And then I am going to exile this card. So that card's removed. Let's do Signals to Space to abandon this to... oh, this has to be my discard pile. Never mind, I lied. Oh, we'll do Honorable. Do they have one to return? They don't. We're going to return that to get a progress. We'll play Boggs, and we'll get our two. We'll get our two that, and then we're gonna exile a card from the market. We'll do Sword of Power. We're gonna instead this time though we are gonna discard a card with a matching suit. So I'm gonna discard Cloning Vats to break through for a card with a matching suit, and it doesn't specifically say not to do that, so we're going to get this card back. But most importantly, we're going to get a bunch of progress for it. And then we're going to do this, which is going to let us either recall a land to break through for a tributary, or we can get in one population per land in play. So we're going to do that. Oh, don't want that. And then we can garrison this card, but I'm not going to garrison it. And then I'm going to exhaust Cryostasis to gain a... to let me garrison something underneath. We're going to garrison this to gain another population. We're going to play Mercenaries as a free action, so this lets us pay a population to gain one action. So we're going to pay a population to gain an action. I'm just going to flip this over, and then we're going to do this to do Maps of Nibiru to pay the 2 population and gain a progress to break through for an exiled card, and we may exile this. So we're going to grab... Breakthrough for an exile card. Let's get... What do we want? We'll get Trading Cities, and then I'm going to exile that. And then let's free play this. They're going to recall this. We're going to discard a card, and then we can steal one of these from another player. And I think that's it. So we're going to keep Trading Cities, and I'm going to draw up. And we're going to place this out on there. Okay, hopefully I got all this right. There's a lot going on here. 2. So they're going to spend 2 here. Discard the top card of the Dynasty deck. They're going to acquire, but they can't. So they're going to discard top card of the bot deck. Oh, I didn't think I did that the last couple times, so they probably should have discarded... Okay, well... I didn't do that the last few times, so they probably should have discarded for that. So I'm going to discard 3 cards for the last time when I didn't do it. We can draw a card. They're going to spend 2 to discard the top card of here. And then they're going to play this. They're going to exile this. And they're going to put this out. And they're going to gain that. All right, and now they are flipping over. They are now an empire. Okay, we've got to kind of start trying to get the game to end here. 1, 2, 3. All right. So we're going to do Crystal Skull. So as a free play, we gain a progress and then draw 2 cards, and you may put a card from your hand or from your hand into your history, and you may exile this card. So we're going to free play. We're going to draw 2 cards and gain a progress. We can put a card into our history. What do we want to put something in our history? Let's not do that yet. Actually, we'll put landing. We'll put landing site in our history. I'm not going to exile this card quite yet. We're going to do Fracture of Time, which is another free play. We're going to gain a progress. Then it says put a card from the exile pile in the bottom of the main deck. You may put a card that's not a gadget card from your hand into your history to gain an action, and you may exile this card. So we can actually put one of these cards back. And then I can put a card in my history to gain an action. And I'm going to... Am I going to exile this? I will exile that. I need to start getting rid of these cards. We'll spend the first action on Acadians. We'll get the get a goods. We'll spend an action on trading cities. We'll spend an action on catamarans. So exhausted to treat one of these wavy symbols as 4 bag symbols for the rest of the turn. And then I'm going to end my turn. We're going to keep the unrest. I'll discard that and we'll draw up. Okay. 2. Okay, so now their actions are a little different. So some of them are the same, except like, for instance, instead of gaining 1 for playing a land, they're going to gain 2 material. So there's a couple of different things here. But so they're going to play this land. They're going to gain 2 material. They're going to exile a card from the market. Oh, whoops. That gets exiled. All right. Resolve the top card of the bot deck, which is going to play this. Put it in their history. They're going to gain 2 here. Put this at 10. And then this card gets exiled. This is going to be an other. They can spend all of this for the same amount of progress. So it's 21 progress. Which we've taken a lot of the got oh, it's too many. It's way too many. 21. There we go. Which actually I'll swap these out for a 5. Okay. And then they would spend all their population to make the same number of materials. And then they would return an unrest. And if not, they would gain a good. And then they're going to play that, gain their 2. exile a card from the market. That gets that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Solstice ability. We're gonna discard a card to draw a card. I think that's it. We're gonna exhaust this to abandon this to return this. Oops. We're going to play this to recall one of those to break through for this. We're going to take that. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It has to be a tributary. I meant to grab that. The tributary here. We've got Carolinian King. Oh, gosh. You may free play that, and then you may garrison this card there to trigger that ability. So we're going to do that to free play Glacier. And we're going to exile a card from the market. And I'm actually not going to do it again, but we're going to do that. Let's see. Let's do Sword of Power, and then to break through for a card with a matching suit is one of these. So we're going to discard that, and we're going to get Gardening. And then I think I'm going to discard these two, and we'll draw up. Oh, let's refill this. We're going to keep gardening, and then draw up there. Okay. 5. Advance, they don't, so they're going to add this to the spot that they're at. They're going to gain a population, and that card's going to go in their history. Oracle, same thing. Oh, not that spot, sorry, where the dice is. They're going to spend a progress to break through for this. So I'm just going to take the progress that they would have taken, but so I don't have to make change. And then we're going to put this in their history. And then they're going to add this here. Gain this. Put this in their history. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Solstice abilities. Discard Mercenaries to draw a card with this ability. Is there a way for me to get this? There's got to be a way for me to get this. Okay. I can't play that card. Lots of decisions here. We'll do gardening, so we gain a progress, and then it says if you have one of those symbols, you can you may return an unrest. If you have the other symbol, you may return an additional unrest. I don't have an unrest to return, but I would. I could do it if I did. We're gonna free play this to recall that. We'll discard a card, so I'll discard Eco Bubble. And then we're going to steal one from them. We'll use one thing for vineyards, which really doesn't do anything for us because it's not like I'm really doing a whole lot there. I'll keep honorable. I think we're going to end our go. We're going to draw up. We're going to add progress to that. All right, 6. So this will be spend all of this for this, spend these for this, return an unrest, and if they can't, they're going to gain that. So they're going to spend one of these to break through for this. So they're going to basically get that back. And then they're going to put this in their history. They're going to spend this for progress. And gain this. And then they would gain the progress, but they can't, so then they're going to gain, because they don't have any more material. And then glory, they're going to abandon these 3 to break through, or they're going to gain the top card of the fame deck. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, solstice abilities here. Did I abandon landing site? Or, not landing site, abandon, but, break, or history it? I did. So we're going to discard Flying Drone to draw a card, which is fine. We're going to play Acadians to get good. We're going to do Crystal Skull to get a progress and draw 2. We can put a card from our hand to our history. We're going to exile this card. I'm going to choose to exile that card. We are going to recall this. We're going to play this to recall that to break through for this. It's Tyranians. Free play. Each other player discards a card. You may garrison a card from your hand or discard pile in a land if... Okay. We'll play this. So each other player discards a card, which I think that just... I don't know what that means in solo. They just discard the top card of their deck, which doesn't actually seem great. The bot changes. Changes to bot effects. Oh, the bot ignores any effect that would make them discard a card. Okay. So then you may garrison a card from your hand or discard pile to a lands card. And then if we're an empire, we can free play lands and put this card in our history. We are an empire, so it's going to go into our history. And we're going to free play this here to gain 2 material. And then I want to get developing, so I think we're going to try to run through the rest of our deck here. We're going to do this to free play another this. We're going to exile a card. That gets taken care of, and I think that's all our actions. I'm going to discard this, and we're going to draw up to 4. Or hold on. Let's actually exhaust to garrison this card here to get that. And then we're going to draw up to 4. Or draw up to 5. Draw 4 cards up to 5. We're going to put this progress there. Okay, 1. So they're going to spend this to break through for that, so it's going to cancel out basically. Put this in their history. They're going to play this, get their 2 things here. They're going to spend these for progress. And then get a goods. They don't have any unrest, do they? No. They're going to break through for this. They're going to spend a progress for that. And then put this into their history. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Solstice abilities. Let's discard a card to draw a card. We'll discard this to draw. We're going to play this to gain a progress. We're going to play this to gain a progress and free play a card from our discard pile. We're going to do Acadians to get another one of these, and then we can exile this card. So we're going to exile that card. We're going to do Take Me to Your Leader and pay 2 population to acquire this. And I'm just going to take it as is. We're going to get that card. And then we are going to exhaust this to discard this to free play this. And then they're going to get a material for doing that. And then I'm going to end my turn. We're going to place this out there. And we're going to draw up. All right, so this happens. This is going to come out reactor explosion. So put this into play when gained. You cannot abandon or recall this. Do not flip your state card. Passive, when your developments lose that ability on a solstice, we're going to take 2. We're going to take 2 unrest and put one of them in our history. So this is just kind of hanging out there. I'm going to set that there, I guess. Okay. And that exhausts that when we move on. Okay. Let's roll this. 1. So this is going to be resolve the top card of the bot deck. Put this in our history. We're going to shuffle that up. They're going to spend this for this and gain this. Resolve the top card of the bot deck. Same thing. Add this to here. Gain this. Put this into your history. And then finally, 10-day Buddhism. Resolve the top card of the bot deck. Which they're going to spend this for this. And then they're going to gain another one of these. Progress is going to get added. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Solstice time. We're going to discard a card. Free play a card from your discard pile or history, then exile that card. Unless it was interesting. Okay, hold on. We're going to keep that. We're going to keep that. Let's discard this to draw a card. Then we have our other Solstice ability. I'm leaving those there. Draw a card if able, and then place the card back on top of your deck. I'll put that back on top. Okay, We're going to gain one of these, and one of these goes into our history. We're going to do honorable to return that and gain a progress. Oh, I need to unexhaust that there. Then we are going to what are we going to do? We're going to do Resurrection Stone. So this is free play a card from your discard pile or history, then exile that card. And then unless it was a unrest, and then exile, you may exile this card. So as our first action, we're going to gain the thing there from our history. Let's get that. And we're going to break through for this. And then we're going to exile that card, so that's gone. We'll do this to make them recall this. And then we'll discard that card, and then we'll take, but then we can't take anything from them. Okay. I think that's it. I'm going to discard down to these. We're going to draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if I can just get a develop, I think we can, if we can develop once, I think we're in a good spot. Okay, let's put that there. We'll roll 5. Okay, they have a Fame card to resolve the top card of the Dynasty deck, which is going to be resolve the top card of the bot deck, which is going to let them play that. These both go in their history. When they play that, they're going to exile a card from the market, which will be this, which is going to trigger the end of the game. And then they're going to get 2. They're going to get 2 of these. Okay. They're going to spend these for progress. I think we're going to run out of progress tokens. And then they don't have an unrest to get rid of, so they're going to gain that. This is going to get played for 2 of those. They're going to exile that. Two more. They're going to exile this. I guess that just goes. And then they're going to put a progress there. Let's move on down. Alright, so this is the last round of the game. I'd like to develop at least one time. So we're going to have to discard a card. Let's see. We're going to discard that to draw a card. Draw a card if able and put something back, and then we're going to gain one of these to our history. And we're going to gain the other one to our hand. Okay, so first things first, we're going to do gardening. We're going to gain one of those. We have the little house thing, so this gets put back. We're going to do Chariot of the Gods, so we're going to gain a progress. We can acquire one of those. Each of the player recalls one. You can choose to garrison this card. To do that effect again, or exile this card. I am going to exile this card after I gain this. And they're going to recall. Wait, is that what it says? Yeah, acquire. Okay. And then let's do Acadians to get one of these. And then we're going to discard down and end our go. So we're going to put a progress token out on there, I guess. So we can develop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which would give us 9 points. This is probably going to give us the most. We're going to get permanent settlement. We're going to spend 3. We're going to develop for that, which is, it doesn't even matter what it does. But basically at the end of the game, we're going to get 1 victory point per every 3 continuous cards in play. So we're going to get that. We're paying that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. The problem is, too, we're going to end up, because of the solstice, we're going to end up getting two unrest that we're just going to have to eat. Okay, so let's roll this. 6. So they're going to play their entire hand. So they're going to spend one of these to... Oh, wrong thing. They're going to spend this to break through for this. And then put this in their history. They're going to do glory. They can't. So they're going to break through for this. They're going to spend these on progress, which there's a 5 in here, so I'm going to swap that 5 out for a 1. And then they're going to gain one of those. They're going to play this, gain their 2 things here. They can't exile anything. And then they're going to finally play this, which is going to let them convert those into points. And get that. Okay. And then this gets all played out. Solstice happens. I discard a card to spend these 2 on this. I will discard a card to draw a card, and then I'll gain this, and I'll gain this. Okay, that's the game. Game is over. Holy moly. So, let's get into scoring here. We're going to do the bot first, just because they're going to be a little easier. So let's pick up their entire hand here. Or no, we won't do the bot first. We're going to do us first. So this is all their stuff. They all score that. So we're going to do us first. So there's a nifty little calculator. So let's go ahead and bring that up here. We're going to swap to here and do the calculator. So here is what's going on. We are Martians. They're Japanese. Let's go ahead and hit next. So we have 9 of these. We have 1 of those. And then we have 10, 20, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58. So you have 58. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. The bot has 0, 0. Then for progress, they got 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 41. And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those. So they've got 12. All right. So for us, we're on the front side here. Cards in play. So for our Martian cards, because they're going to be easier, we do have a reactor explosion. We have signals to space. We have thotes. We have cryo that. And then we have, for this, we have... Oh, that's a card not switching on a discard pile. Let's go to here. We have that, this, and trading cities. And then we have bogs, glacier, and scrubland. Cards garrisoned. We happen to have that, and Sword of Power. Cards in our history. Let's see what we got. We have 3 Unrests, which is not great. 1, 2, 3. Not going to get any points for this stuff. We have that. Oh, Sharing Our Secrets. Where is it? Am I tripping? Oh, I didn't go down far enough. Okay. That's our history. And then the rest is our hand and on our deck. So let's go in order here. So I do have an Unrest. Unfortunate. I got no kind of points here. We have Permanent Settlement. Ugh. Eco Bubble. Take Me to Your Leaders. Ancient Astronauts. Flying Drone. Oh, I'm gonna get mollywopped here by the bot. Yeah, there's no way. And yeah. I got 41 points. Holy moly, that's not great. Considering they're already at 47. And we haven't even counted their stuff up yet. All right. So let's do all their cards first, which they don't have everything quite yet, but that's fine. Let's see. So we go to their cards. Oops. Really the ones that matter are the ones with points. So the ones that they have with points are Jinjuji, Shogun, and Kyoto. I can't pronounce the other thing. So they've got those. Let's do their fame cards. Influential and Intrepid. Let's do their civilized cards. We've got Tyranny, Smugglers, Moneylender, Metropolis, and Epic Poetry. We'll do their uncivilized cards, which are going to be Elders and Oracle. We'll do their tributaries, which is going to be this, 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 and this. And then finally, their land cards, Savannah and Distant Island. All right. As you can see, he almost tripled my score. I don't know how to use the Martians. I've tried both. I mean, at least I scored better this time, but the first time I tried to use them, I tried to like not go like I tried to go to their normal like to their I don't know. I don't know how to use them. Maybe I need to. It's just oh man, I don't know. I don't know how to use them. Any tips on Martians would be great, but that's gonna be it. I got destroyed there. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Is there any specific are there any specific ones you guys want me to see do? Because I'm down to do as many of these as you guys want to watch. I mean, I'll keep doing some more, but if there's any specific civilizations you want to see, let me know and we'll do them. But that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.